It was now the beginning of October, and I'd been on the road for more than 3 months with 9 different companions and traveled from Los Angeles, California to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. With the leaves falling from the trees and the gradual creep of winter, we had one more leg to go until New York City, our final destination. Amy Threet was our final companion. She has suffered from multiple sclerosis since 1996. She arrived in time for a meal with my friends, and we had a chance to find out a little more about her.
So I've been dancing, my whole life. At 14, I went to performing arts. I was originally a ballet major. I have chronic progressive primary MS, which meant that the symptoms came on. I swear to God, it was like January, very clearly. January, I had symptoms. By July, I was diagnosed. I thought I was just a klutz, and I didn't know what was wrong with me.
But to try and combat the symptoms of MS, Amy had been going to the gym and working out.
You guys have to feel my arms. You can't see them, but no, and my legs. I couldn't walk because I didn't have any leg muscles anymore, so now I do. I do leg press, I do pull downs. I was a dancer, so my legs were like my life. And even when I didn't dance, I walked a lot. I used to hike, and it's very interesting. MS is very insidious that way. It somehow seems to know what you need and take it away.
As a person who is a dancer, this disorder has robbed you of the thing that has given you the most joy in your life. And now you have an opportunity, and you're going for it, and you're gonna do this little journey, and you're gonna feel awesome about it.
The next morning, after a pancake breakfast, we headed east out of Pittsburgh.
You ready to go? I am so ready to go, because if they feed me any more food, I was telling Dom I'm not going to be able to move on this, or he's not going to be able to move me on the bike. Get set, go!
See you soon!
I was hoping that Amy's weekly gym sessions had paid off as we pedaled the first of 450 miles that lay between us and New York City.
This is exciting. Oh my God. This is more, I've been laying in bed for like a month.
But suddenly, only a few miles out of the leafy suburbs, it looked as if Amy's leg muscles were letting her down.
God.
Can you backpedal a bit?
My leg gets stuck on the regular gym. I sometimes have to.
Is it too short?
No, that's definitely not too short.
My knees are kind of hyperextended, so I get stuck. So what do I do, guys?
Amy finds it pretty difficult to pedal because one of her right knee actually droops inwards and it takes all the strength away, so she can't complete a full pedal revolution half the time.
No, this is frustrating. I'm frustrated that I can't pedal.
Let's go in. All right? Amy just had a bit of an anxiety attack. I think the whole thing is very frustrating for her that she can't pedal very well. We're trying to sort her pedaling issues out with various tools and spare parts.
While we left the pharmacy without a remedy, we did find a welder that was willing to try and fabricate a solution. I desperately hoped that this would be the last of any problems we had on the road. Only one short day into our last leg of the journey, we'd already run into problems. Due to Amy's multiple sclerosis, her leg locked up during pedaling, necessitating a visit to the welder to fabricate a support. But as well as her physical problems, her anxious disposition made life on the road a little more challenging.
Well, Amy is a little bit more work intensive than some people. And we definitely have to do a lot of things for her. I really hope after our visit to the welder yesterday that she can pedal a bit more happily. And that everything works out a little bit better today.
It was thanks to a waitress in a restaurant in town that we had somewhere to camp that first night.
That's pretty neat.
She had surprised herself by inviting a group of random strangers to stay.
You've never done that before, have you?
Never, never, never in my life. And it just came out of my mouth. Do you want to stay in my backyard? And I'm glad that I did.
The relaxed morning gave Amy a chance to shake off the frustration of the day before and mentally regroup. After breakfast, we discovered that the welder had done a good job. His fabrication didn't cure Amy's pedaling problem, but it certainly helped and allowed us to continue. As we left town, we traveled on quiet roads under blue skies until the afternoon, when we joined a series of bike trails that were both beautiful and challenging in equal measure.
There you go.
It's an interesting trail, very sedate, you know. I can imagine it'd be nice, a pleasant Sunday afternoon. It's incredible. I feel like we're within spitting distance relatively to New York now, and we still have this beautiful countryside in Pennsylvania. This trail is not fast, but it is a little slice of heaven.
But in order to arrive in New York when expected, we had a hard road ahead.
We've got to get 170 odd miles in 3 days, which is it's going to be quite difficult with Amy at the moment because she's finding it incredibly difficult to pedal.
Lo veo así como tu última gran prueba de este viaje. Yo creo que la gran prueba.
Mentally, she's actually pretty hard work. She's very worried about a lot of things, whether that's her shoelace coming undone or other things. And I think maybe some of that anxiety is born out of later in life having this disability or having ability taken away from you. And to a huge extent, I can understand that. We can learn to cope with that, and she can relax into the journey even more. There's no doubt it's going to be hard work, but I hope it all works out. We'll see in the next few days.
Four days into the final leg of our journey from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to New York City, Amy was coping in the saddle, despite multiple sclerosis largely destroying her efforts to help pedal.
I'm feeling wonderful, but a little, I've just kind of relinquished to Dominic, and I'm really not even pedaling too much because my knees are bothering me. So I'm just enjoying the ride.
As if Pennsylvania was rewarding Amy's pragmatic approach to this journey, we were gifted with what seemed like one of the state's rare downhills near the end of a tiring day.
It was probably like the most excitement I've ever had, maybe, but certainly that I've had in the last 15 years since I've been disabled.
Amy had a lovely day. We went down one or two really amazing hills, and after such a hard day, it is so nice to arrive at a campsite that has been at least partially erected for us. It's been a good day. Hard work, but now we're at the base of the Poconos. It's not going to get any easier for a few days, I don't think.
Given that there were tough days to come, Amy took the opportunity to relax and reflect on our longest day so far.
Because I trust Dominic so much, I actually was able to just relax, and we went, I think Dominic said we were going like 48 miles per hour. All I was doing was holding on and trusting him implicitly. I'm used to monitoring my own wheelchair and being the commander of the ship, and I'm letting Dominic be the commander of the ship. And I just went down that hill with total abandonment.
The next morning, after some wheelchair yoga to prepare for the day, Amy was feeling good and raring to go.
Today, I'm ready for more. Whatever this brings on, I'm excited.
Now, with the hills of the Appalachians beginning to ramp up, Amy's positive approach couldn't help my own exhaustion and the fact that the bike was feeling the stress of over 3 months on the road.
This freewheel plate is now beginning to malfunction. I just took the chain off because otherwise, because the freewheel ratchet isn't working very well, I'm just literally pulling Amy's feet round sometimes. So by taking the chain off, it means at least she can spin her feet and get some kind of physical therapy. This malfunctioning device, I can see iron filings all over it, which means, I guess, without taking it apart, the ball bearings are just getting scraped to death inside. I'm absolutely shattered. I guess we've probably got another 20, 30 miles to go. We don't really know where we're camping tonight. But sure as damn it, Pennsylvania will offer us more hills.
With the aches and pains of MS coupled with a long day in the saddle, Amy's newfound optimism began to flounder while resting at a gas station.
You want me to leave it on for now?
Yeah, let's see how it goes. Because it does give me more traction on that side. Ow.
We have gone about 50 miles. It's been hard work. It's not getting any easier for Amy. Past about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, probably her supports and stuff she wears start digging into her legs and there is a bit more pain, but also, I don't know, sort of nervous or anxious thing kicks in a little bit more. Okay?
Although I sometimes found it hard to remain patient with Amy's gripes, it was easy to understand why she felt so helpless. As a former ballet dancer, she still remembered what it was to be extremely physically able.
I mean, I was not able-bodied. I was like uber able-bodied. I thought I'd be going to ballet class at 50 and everyone would go, wow.
Yeah.
Check her out. Check her out. 50 years old, she's still got it.
Amy's day-to-day struggle was lessened that afternoon when we found a campsite that catered to comfort.
Welcome to Amy's ensuite bedroom.
Amy's good fortune didn't stop at royal quarters. The owner of the campsite also realized one of her long-standing dreams, to ride a Harley-Davidson.
So it looks like Amy might be getting a motorbike ride, thanks to Bob Sykes, the owner of this campground.
This is gonna be fun. You're getting all this on video. Oh my God. Is this how girls do it on the bike?
That's exactly right, Amy.
Is your wife gonna kill me?
No. I know, I got you. You're all mine.
I feel like this is some kind of a dreams come true TV show for Amy. Everything she wanted to do and she's been talking about for the last few days seems to be coming true. This is the end of day 5, cycling with Amy. And it's not been without its problems, that's for sure. But it's been good. We've sort of got into a regime now. She's doing well. And most importantly, she's enjoying herself. And we will get to New York on that bicycle.
With only 200 miles separating us from the end of a 3.5-month cross-country journey, I reflected on the road I'd pedaled with my 10 different companions, who each had overcome their own challenge to ride with me.
I am 31 years old. My cerebral palsy has impaired my ability to walk severely.
It is very hard for me to admit this is the last long bike ride I'll ever have.
Together, we'd weathered over 4,000 miles of lows and highs.
That's a lot of temperature.
I'm at the highest point I've ever been, both figuratively and physically.
Woo! Having traveled from Los Angeles, California, all the way to Pennsylvania through 12 states, we had endured some of the most punishing hills this country has to offer.
Pennsylvania wins the prize of the steepest hills on the trip. If they get any steeper, I'm going home.
As well as challenges, each twist in the road brought with it new characters that made this journey unforgettable.
I feel very fortunate that we were allowed to do this ride and that we met these great guys.
We're riding cross country and we're loving it and living it and sharing it.
I was now with my 10th and last companion, Amy Threet, and we traveled through the golds, greens, and yellows of fall-time Pennsylvania. Her multiple sclerosis not only affected every mile of her journey, but every day of her life.
It affects every single thing that I do. It affects everything that I do from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to sleep. Everything.
But despite the strain of fatigue and immobility, Amy accompanied me through the tortuous hills of the Appalachians, edging ever closer to our journey's end.
This trip makes you feel like you can do things that you wrote off. The little bit that I pedaled is more than I pedaled ever. I've seen in beautiful fall colors that I haven't seen in years. I don't remember the last time I really saw fall colors.
But after 1 week of autumn sunshine and only a stone's throw from New York City, the blue skies disappeared and we were presented with one more challenge. With the weather deteriorating, and to the surprise of the public, we resorted to some extreme measures to reinforce Amy's limited rain gear.
So because of the rain and the cold, that kind of just about beat us to New York. We almost avoided it, but in the last 3 days, it's caught up with us. Any stuff like rooster tails of water and dripping and soakingness. Sorry, go on.
It's glamorous.
Freaking filthy and wet.
Do you like my co-chair?
More than any day we had together so far, Amy impressed me with her grit and determination despite the miserable weather.
I should imagine Amy's getting quite cold. She's definitely as wet as... She's like a big sponge now. If I had to wring her, she would just... water would flow out of her. And she is way tougher than she gives herself credit for.
As if the weather gods were rewarding Amy for proving herself that day in the rain, the clouds disappeared and the sunshine returned for the final approach to the end of our journey in the Big Apple.
Our 4,500-mile journey with only a handful of punches, 10 companions, a few tears, quite a lot of laughs has nearly come to an end.
Oh my God, you made it. Congrats, Dom and Ernie.
We, and more to the point, the 10 companions that have been riding with us, have achieved something of earth-moving proportions. It's amazing.